It's finally that time of year when it's getting warm. I've been waiting for a long time, as we do in the upper Midwest. And once it gets warm, I wear skirts and skirts just about all summer long, once the weather gets warm. And here's the issue for me with wearing skirts and skirts. My legs are pasty white. I get color up in here, I get color in my arms, but not my legs. So I have been using self-tanners for several years. I use them after I shave my legs, so whenever that is. However often I shave my legs, I apply self-tanner again. The more the summer goes on, the better I get at applying it. Now, I've used a few different kinds over the years. I don't like to spend a lot of money on them. It used to be that they all smelled pretty bad, or they just all had a strong odor, even the ones that worked really well. Now, I had gone to using Paula's Choice Sun Care. This is a gel, and then they went on sale for a great price, and I bought a bunch of them, and it's because they were phasing this one out. So then, now they sell this foam. I had also tried a foam by Neutrogena. I don't think they sell that anymore, but it wasn't quite as nice. And one thing that I learned from Paula several years ago was that, well, actually not several years ago, just maybe a couple years ago, is that all self-tanning products have the same kind of ingredient in it, chemical in it, that helps us have some color. So, you know, whatever other products they put inside it, make it easier to apply or what have you, I really like the foam. So as you look online at the different kinds of self-tanners, and if you Google what are the best self-tanners and look at what different people have had to say, you'll find gels like this, you'll find foams, you'll find mists, but you'll find all different kinds of price points. So what I want to do first, I have some notes here. I'm going to next show you a clip where I put some on one leg. I really didn't want to show that, but I wanted to show you how I apply the foam. And then I'm going to show you a clip where I put a little bit of the foam on my face. And I do exfoliate 3 times a week, so a little bit, you know, I have to keep doing it. Shaving your legs is exfoliating too. So at the very end of this video, I'm going to show you at the end of the week how my legs look. This, you know, I need to get into practice. The first time I do this of the season, I might have some streaking, and so I need to fill in. And at the end of the week is when we're really going to get the warm weather, and I have a family event, a bridal shower to go to, and I'm wearing a dress or a skirt with bare legs and probably sandals because it's going to be about 77 degrees. So I want my legs looking really good by that time. I don't want the pasty white, I don't want the streaky, so I'm starting early even though it's only going to be 55 degrees today. So next up, I'll show you the leg, then I'll show you the face. When we come back at the end, I'm not going to show you what my face looks like when the tanner kicks in because my camera it's not a great camera, so I don't think you'd be able to see the difference. I will in a mirror, but I don't think you'd be able to see the difference. But after I show you the face, I'm going to come back because I want to give you some comments and some tips for having the best experience with your self-tanners all summer long. This is what my white legs look like before I put on the self-tanner. So I decided to show you what it looks like, at least on my lower legs. So I'm using the foam today, and hopefully you can see how much I'm putting in here. Maybe 1.5 pumps for the lower half of the leg, and I put it between my hands, and I just smooth it on until I can feel it on the whole leg, and put some on my foot and down by the ankle. And this will not show up for a few hours, and then you can see later where you missed. When you're new to this, or even for me, first time of the season, I'll miss. I get better at it throughout the summer, and then just use a little bit more, you know, not as much, but maybe just half a pump and fill in where you missed. And yeah, so just wait a few hours. You can try this on the weekend to get it right. So that's how I apply the foam. The self tanner is the one product that I'll use after sunscreen, and maybe 5 minutes after. And I just use a tiny amount. I'm using the foam, and just about that much. And hopefully you can see that. I pat it between my fingers. I pat it around my face. I avoid the eyelids. And then after I pat it on, I smooth it on. Maybe bring it down my neck a little bit. I don't want to get real streaky. And that's all I use, and then I wash my hands. And I do that every day because I use the exfoliation regularly on my face. Now I just want to give you some tips. So a few years ago, a friend told me that she used to put self-tanners on, and she put them on at night and then wait maybe half hour, because after you put it on, it has kind of a wet tackiness, and then it feels dry. Well, she'd go to bed, and then the sheets would get the self-tanner on it, and she said her husband got so mad at her. So I would suggest doing it during the day. And if you have children, just lock yourself in your room and tell them to not come in, because you don't want to be wearing pants while it's drying. And I would give it a good 30 minutes before you put on any clothing. Wear dark underwear. No, kids, they need to leave you alone during that time. Now, if you're going to put it on at night and you're like, well, that's the only time I have to do it, and you know, let it dry before you get into bed, I would suggest putting something down on the fitted sheet, a dark color big towel or a dark color big blanket. Because if you don't, you're going to get some color. You think your legs are dry, but you're going to get some color on your sheets. So that's my tip. It will, yeah, if you put on socks too soon, then it'll rub off, and then you'll have white feet and ankles. So as much time as you can give it without getting dressed. So a good 30 minutes, and then put on your shorts or your skirt or very loose slacks. That will keep it from getting on your clothes and from wearing off. Then, like I said in the first clip, you're going to need some practice. If you've never used this, or if it's been 6 months since you've used a self-tanner, give yourself a break. You're going to have some streaking. I will too, even though I've been doing this since the late 90s. I expect some streaking. So later on today, I'm going to check my legs and see if it needs a little bit more. Definitely tomorrow I'll check and put a little bit on, and just I'll take some of that foam again and I'll just rub it in and blend it in where I see the streaks. And let's see, what other thing did I want to say? That's pretty much it. So you just need some you time in your bedroom with the door closed, with no one there bothering you while this stuff dries on your legs before you put on clothing. The other thing I want to talk about is price. So this Paula's Choice, the regular price is $16. Sometimes she puts it on sale for 5 ounces. So in the description box below, if you click show more and open the description box, I'm going to have some of these prices also listed out before even the link if you want to go buy it. So this one works out to $3.20 per ounce. Now, some other brands out there that people have been talking about, one of them is Saint-Tropez Self-Tan Bronzing Mousse. I'm going to pull up my notes here. Now, that's pricey. looking at Sephora today, 4 ounces is $32, which is equal to $8 per ounce. Or they also have an 8-ounce bottle in Saint-Tropez for $42, which is $5.25 per ounce. So that's a little better, but you know, make sure that you really like that Saint-Tropez and you like how it smells. Gosh, I don't think I mentioned this in the first clip. So this old one of Paula's Choice, the gel, has a strong odor that stays with you that you can even smell the next day on yourself. But they changed something with this foam, and the smell is negligible. It hardly smells at all. In fact, I have it on and I have quite the scentometer in my nose, and they really improved the scent with their foam. All right, a couple others that are out there that are a little more pricey that I've heard people talking about and saying work really well are Clarins. But Clarins is 4.4 ounces for $37 as of today, and Clinique is 4.2 ounces for $23. So kind of pricey. Now I also found a list by Googling the topic, a list of 10 self-tanners that are under $20. Now a couple of them are gels. This is a gel. And I was looking for something where you could go to the store, like go to Ulta or go to a drugstore and actually smell the product, because you want to smell it before you take it home. So a couple gels they had listed were from Jergens and from a brand called Australian Gold. Now there was also a mist. L'Oreal had a mist and Victoria's Secret had a spray, but I think that would be hard to get on evenly and to get enough. Now there was one listed for Hawaiian Tropic. They have one, and I'm going to list it in the description box below. This one was 6 ounces for $11. So that was less than $2 an ounce. And this one comes in, it's kind of a lotion, but it looks like it has a spray-like thing. Or not a spray-like thing, but a pump. So on Ulta.com though, the Hawaiian Tropic one had mixed reviews. Some said it smells great and it smells better than any they've ever tried, and some said it smelled terrible. So if you want to try something other than what I'm recommending, which is the Paula's Choice version, the Hawaiian Tropic one got good reviews for how it looks on your skin, but it's that way you're not investing too much money for a product that you might not like. So those are my recommendations anyway, just to get you an idea that these products span the price point from, you know, $2 an ounce to a lot of money per ounce. So it's up to you to decide how much money you want to spend and how much you want to experiment. Now this is going to last me quite a long time. The last time they were on sale, I think they were on sale for $11 and something cents. So like I said originally, the normal price is $16, but there's a lot in here. This is from last year, the year before even. So now in my last clip, I'm going to show you what my legs look like at the end of this week after I have the tan going. When I filmed the before picture, it was 2 days ago. It was a Monday. So even though this isn't the end of the week, I thought I'd show you what my legs look like in comparison. So today is Wednesday and they're pretty tan. I have a few spots in the back or over here on my knee that I missed. So I'm going to reapply a little bit today, and my feet, I think my feet were cold and I put socks on maybe an hour after I applied it, and some of it came off. So yeah, I'm going to do a little reapplication today and we'll see how it looks on Friday. Today is Friday, so since I put the tanning stuff on Monday and did a little touch up on Wednesday, it's just been, what, 4 days? So it's looking pretty good. My knees are a little bit darker than the rest of my legs, but that's okay. And I might have a little bit of whiteness on the back of one leg, and I'll put a little bit more of the foam on today, but we're good to go. And yeah, I'm going to go nylonless and tightless and wear a dress to my family event tomorrow. And see, here are my arms. My arms usually get more tan and freckly, but it's just early May, so we're not there yet. So they have a nice golden brown look without looking fake tanny, and they're not my pasty white legs anymore.